What's going on, y'all? So look, I tried to do one of those how to make money videos, and I want to talk about it today on Breaking Mediocrity. What's going on? I'm your host, DA Bourne. I'm on a journey to financial freedom. If you're on that journey, then come along with me. I want to go through steps that I'm taking that I can do to get to this goal. All right, so like, share, and subscribe to Breaking Mediocrity. All right, so I was watching one of these videos and I saw this thing where it said you can make $4,250 a month doing these kind of coloring books, and I'm like, okay, cool. All right, it sounds interesting. So I watched the video, watch this step by step, and I'm like, you know what, I can do this. So I made it my goal this week, to try to do one of these coloring books. All right, so but here's the thing, you can watch a 15-minute video and there's some things that you're gonna learn, but there's some things that video does not cover, and it can bite you in the butt. So I want to talk about the pros and cons about these how to make money videos. All right, so the first thing I noticed, I'm gonna start with the cons first. The first thing that I noticed is, one, titles can be very deceiving. Now if you look at the title here, it says make $4,250 a week. Sorry, I said month. It said make $4,250 a week with automated books on Amazon. Here's how. Here's the thing. When it says make $4,250 a week, the first thing that goes in your mind is, I'm gonna do this and I'm going to make $4,250 a week. If you change the wording of the title, if you said make up to $4,250 a week, it changes your perspective, because then you're like, okay, well, I can make up to $4,250 a week. There's a possible chance I might not do it, but they're saying that's what I can possibly do. But when it says make $4,250 a week, the first thing you're thinking is, oh, if I make this coloring book and start selling it, I'm gonna make $4,250 a week, $16,000 a month, actually $17,000. So your hopes are sky high. A lot of these titles are deceiving, because all they want you to do, they want you to click onto the video and watch the video. The main thing is I don't like to do things like that, because I would like to just be upfront and say, you know what, this is a possibility you can make this much money, but there are steps towards getting there. Don't give that guarantee to the person that's watching that they're going to make that much money. You know what I mean? So that's the first con of these things, is the titles. And I also see that a lot with remote jobs and all these things saying, oh yeah, make $10,000 a week, or make $2,000 a day type thing. People are making that, but the percentages are very little, and the way they got to these places, they're not going to explain in a 15-minute video. They're not going to explain in a 10-minute video. Shoot, it could be a half an hour video and you still won't know exactly how they made those steps. All right, so while I was doing this app, I just noticed, I was going step by step, learning some stuff, and I'm like, going through, and then I get to certain parts of the video and I'm like stuck. I'm stuck on, how did this person create this? How did it get to this point? And I was at a point where I got very frustrated. And so my next con about these how to make money videos is that they leave out very many details on how to go from step 1 to step 2. Now, some of the steps are pretty good. At the beginning, they're showing how to get your niche coloring book, and they're showing how to, they showed an app called Book Bolt where you can make the coloring book. But then they get to this thing where you can get the images from the AI images, which is Midjourney. And I'm like, okay, cool. This looks quite fascinating. So I get to Midjourney and I sign up. First and foremost, I sign up. But then to the point where you want to ask the app to make certain images was so confusing. I mean, I was sitting there for hours just trying to understand how this thing works. And in a 15-minute video, you're not gonna understand how it works. You think so because the way the video is edited and everything, you think it's so easy and it's just like boom, boom, boom. This step, and boom, I got it. No. It takes some digging in, it takes some researching, it takes some you know, a lot of discovery, and then you come and find out that this stuff was it takes a lot. It was very time consuming, and for some people they don't have that time to really research and do all that stuff. So that's the thing about these videos, is that they leave out very many details. And another con I found when I finally got to making the coloring book, so I did get it done, but it was a lot of trial and error, is that you have to be very cautiously optimistic of what the results will be once you make this coloring book. So I mean, I've had this coloring book on Amazon for 2 weeks. I have not yet had a sale. I even put an Amazon ad on and haven't gotten any clicks yet. Discouraged? No, not really, because really this was an experiment to see of what I can accomplish. And one thing I did realize is I can make a coloring book. But here's what I realized. So at the end of the video, the host of the video says, oh, make sure you price your coloring book to make it competitive with all the other coloring books in that niche. So I tried to do that. And the thing is, in his video, he made his coloring book 100 pages. And what did I do? I made my coloring book 100 pages. So I go and then I try to make the price comparable with the others. So the other coloring books were like $7, $8, $7.99 US. When I had to put that on Amazon KDP, the lowest price I could get that coloring book was $8.81, and that's with no royalties. So you notice, you can imagine the frustration I got when I had that. So I'm like, okay, at this point, what do I do? The coloring book's already made. I can't take any pages out of it. End result, I had to end up selling that coloring book for $11.99 US, and I'll only get $2 royalty for every coloring book that I sold. Meanwhile, there are other coloring books there that are selling for $6.99, $7.99. So the video doesn't tell you that. The video left that part out, which was very frustrating, I felt very deceiving. And now I know that when I make my next coloring book, I'm not going to do 100 pages. I'm going to cut that thing in half, because I'm not trying to make these things and only make $1, $2 out of a book that sells for, $12, $13 or whatever. Because, Amazon takes their piece of the portion, right? Because you're not paying any money to get it published. So they're definitely going to get their piece of the pie to make sure that they get their royalties before you get your royalties. All right. So you got to be very cautiously optimistic when you do these ads. You're hoping for the absolute best. You're hoping that you can make the maximum amount that you can. But the thing is that when they put these videos out, just think of all the thousands and thousands of people that are watching. Most of the people will not do the steps required to make that video. To make that coloring book or whatever it is. But some will. And as people do that, the market gets more saturated and it gets more competitive. And obviously it becomes more challenging to make a sale. But, I got out of the cons out the way. The pros of this is that it opened my eyes to new ways to make passive income. Open to see, hey, you know, coloring books could work, but you have to go through the steps. You have to go through the trial and error and realize that some of these things work, some of these things don't work. What were they showing in the video that's you know, thumbs up, and what were they showing, or what weren't they showing? You know, and you have to go through that, and it does take time. So if you're a person that works at full time, you know, you don't have hours and hours to sit and experiment with this kind of stuff, right? Another pro with this is that I did learn new programs. Like, I learned about BookBulk, and I thought, oh, BookBulk, I love working with BookBulk. It's worth my subscription, and I'm excited to learn new things about it. You know, it's very similar to Canva and all that stuff. So, and Midjourney, although it was very confusing and it's still very confusing, I love working with Midjourney and, you know, discovering the possibilities that it has. It is kind of crazy though. Like, you can go on there because Midjourney is connected with Discord. So you can go on there and it can annoy the heck out of you, and you'd be like, I ain't for this, I'm out. But it's a science to that app. But, you know, needless to say, I did learn some stuff, but you gotta be careful of these how to make money ads. The titles are very deceiving, and you have to just proceed with caution, you know, and you can make good income online. I mean, more people are making money online than ever before in history. So the opportunity's there. Just don't take everything that you see out of a 15-minute video and think it's gonna happen eventually. Even the host of the person making the video isn't really making that amount of money. The host wasn't making $42.50 a week. He was using the best example on Amazon, and he used that in his title. This guy's really making money from he's making money on how to make money videos. So you can make money on how to make money because people want to watch videos on how to make money, right? And second, these programs that are online are paying him a good amount of money to promote their businesses online. So the person really wasn't making money making coloring books. He was just telling us how to make money on coloring books. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because I definitely want, I don't want to deceive people. You know, like I say, if you're on this journey to financial freedom just like me, you want to know the ins and outs of this stuff. So leave your comments if you had any experience with these how to make money videos. Let me know how it worked out. Did you go all the way with it? Are you making money from the videos? Did the videos open up your eyes to see new things? Or, you know, is there something that I'm missing? Let me know. Put them in the comments. This is Breaking Mediocrity. Like, share, and subscribe. My name is D.A. Bourne, and I'll talk to you later. All right, peace.